Now you worked with Wale kind of early on in his career.
Yeah, you know, I was one of the people, man. Real talk, I was one of the people that probably got one of the first that got the call. Like, you know, from the time it was DJ Alizé called me and said, "Hey man, I got this young brother, you know, that's real dope and real ambitious, man. And you know, come by the station, you know, 93.9, and you know, Kiss and would you got some time to rap to him or what have you?" So I go up to the station and meet up with Zay, and Wale walks in, and it was our first time meeting, and you know, he just picked my brain that day, and he was just real. Even then, you know, not to be cliche, very ambitious. Just had the fire in his eyes, like, you know what I mean. I know that fire, like I've seen it before. You don't see that too often, you know what I'm saying, in certain artists or whatever. And you know, so I remember giving him some advice and whatever. And at that time, I didn't really understand what the meeting was for though. And I think at that time, I think they really were trying to present him to me, but it just wasn't presented like that, you know. And you know, it's not the that hasn't been the first or last situation that's happened like that, you know. So had I been in that mindset, who knows, you know, like he may have been, you know, an artist that my artist, or you know what I'm saying, we might have did some type of partnership, a business deal. But I mean, like, fast forward to now, everything comes hindsight 2020. You know, we are currently, you know, doing some business together, you know, involving some artists from the DMV, one in particular, Phil Ade. And I'm really excited about how that's developing and where that's going. You know, myself and my partner Dre the Mayor, you know, who was actually, you know, involved in the early processes and around for the early years of, you know, of building a Wale brand, you know what I mean? So everything comes back around full circle, man. I'm extremely like proud and happy for him, you know, and seeing all he's done.
You don't really see a lot of big rappers come out of DC.
Yeah.
I think it's dope to see someone kind of hold the DC torch like that on the hip hop side.
Man, it's yeah, consistently, you know. There's been other rappers. I mean, we talk about hip hop. I mean, Nonchalant, you know, was a female rapper, you know what I'm saying? Out of the city, you know, gaining national attention. It was just many moons ago, you know. But you know, it's definitely a wave of, you know, Wale, you know, talk about artists like Tabby Benet, who's been doing it for years. Then, you know, you get into the Fat Trail, Shy Glizzy, you know, my artist Phil Ade, Chaz French, who's making leaps and bounds, you know what I mean? Like, so it's there, man. It's a vibe, man. It's so many, and forgive me if I'm forgetting anybody, you know what I mean? It's so many. Like, you know, these are the artists that are kind of like, you know, getting that national look right now. Not just national, global look, you know, with the internet being what it is and whatnot, you know.